I was working with a client that
Mhm.
made this very astute connection and observation. And she said, I've realized that I don't have to get everything I need from one person, and that person doesn't have to be my primary partner. And I can get little pieces from friendships, from
Mhm.
familial relationships, and from the relationship I have with myself. And I just thought, yes, yes, this is something all young women need to learn.
Exactly. I think we're conditioned to look to our partner for everything, for all the love, to fulfill our needs. And that's kind of the fairy tale that we're given and socialized with as girls to women.
And it undermines our relationships because who's going to live up to that? You're going to
Right.
have partners, you're going to have friendships. My relationship with Betty, there were moments that she couldn't stand me and I couldn't stand her, or I let her down, or she disappointed me. That happens.
Mhm.
So if
Yes.
we put all our eggs in one basket,
Mhm.
we're destined for failure.
Right, right, right. And if you start looking around yourself with all of the relationships that you have, at least for me, I started to realize that all of my needs are fulfilled from
Yeah.
different people.
Yes. And the only critical relationship, the make or break relationship, is not our primary partner, it's with ourselves.
Mhm.
Right,
Yes.
because, that's when you go to sleep at night, that's the person, that's what you're running in your mind,
Right, right,
right?
right.
When I'm feeling stressed out or I'm driving in the car, when we can be alone and it can be quiet and it's a positive experience, it's like we've made that connection with ourselves.
Exactly, exactly. And then it really doesn't matter who you're with romantically, because you've fulfilled all of your needs and you're not looking to your partner. It takes so much stress off of the relationship.
And you can have compassion for your partner and you can see them as human. And think that's another thing that we do. We've been conditioned that someone has to be perfect for us to love them.
Right.
And I think that's why it's so hard for us to love ourselves.
Yes, yes. Well, and on the flip side of that too, Carlin, we've also been conditioned that someone who truly loves us will know what we need and fulfill our needs, right? So
And
if
that's
our needs
never
aren't
gonna happen.
right, no, it's never going to happen. And if our needs aren't all being fulfilled from this one person, they must not love us, and that's just not true.
They're separate things,
Mhm. Yeah.
right? The communication, the connection, the intimacy. It
Yeah.
starts with ourselves and understanding, like, lower the bar, you
Right.
know,
Right?
lower the bar and be like, I can have a great conversation to someone I don't even know,
Mhm.
when I'm getting fresh corn at the farm stand that can really, like, make my day. And I can
Yes.
take joy from that moment, and that's it.
Right, right. I can flirt with someone
Mm.
at Lowe's, and it gives me a sexual charge that's not from my partner. I can bring that energy back to my partner. It's not that my partner has to see me, all exciting and new, like, all the time. No, I need to generate that and bring it back.
And I think that's critical for us to learn as women, not
Mhm.
to be passive when it comes to our emotional connections with
Mhm.
our environment and with other people. We have to be active. So I can
Yes.
actively say, you know what, I think I'm going to join a book club. I'm just not feeling connected, right now. Or
Right.
I want to be with someone that I don't know and talk about fiction. you
Mhm.
know, and that's why I love workshops.
Yes.
It's why I feel like I'm addicted to workshops. You have women come in from all different walks of life, from all over the world, and we go through these series of rituals where we feel connected to ourselves and connected to each other.
And we share sex energy that we can take outside of the circle to our partners and others in our lives, and we fill up ourselves.
So we're having a live workshop. I almost canceled it because I thought, oh my God, the economy and people traveling, and I don't want any. And then I thought of Betty, and that when
Mhm.
she was doing these workshops, the world was very much what we're starting to recognize around us as women. And so it's time to go to the Circle and Heal. So we'll be in Cleveland, Ohio,
Mhm.
November 8th and 9th. And if you're
Mhm.
interested, you can go to bodysex.com/workshop.
Mhm. We'd love to have you join us.